me at this point in turning off your cell phones, that it will make a more pleasant experience for all of us. And if you will join me in welcoming Dr. Harrison.
Good afternoon, everyone. As Bill said, my name is Dr. Cole Harrison. I'm the Director of Bands here at Brevard College, and I want to also say thank you so much for coming out. It's really a great joy of mine to get to welcome this ensemble back to campus. I know it has been quite a number of years, but we are excited. This is the beginning of what is going to be a really wonderful partnership between the college and this ensemble. So we are excited to get to bring this community wonderful brass music for many, many years to come. Our next work, the American composer Fisher Tull, the first work we did, the American composer Fisher Tull wrote the first piece performed on this afternoon's program. Tull was the composer in residence at the Brevard Music Center during the summer of 1984. Brevard Fanfare was commissioned by the Music Center as a part of their 50th anniversary celebration.
Next.
Marshall Kirby, one of our tuba players. And then, of course, you also got to hear the beautiful tenor solo by Franz, one of our euphonium players. A fun, quick story about that work. It was originally written for a fireman's choir. Now, many of us might not have been able to live through this time. Starting in the early 1900s and occurring for almost an entire century, many workplaces created their own musical ensembles. And the reason for this was to keep their workers out of trouble. Now, I know you're looking on stage and going, oh, we still do this. This is a methodology that we've used now for many, many years. But so it was written for this fireman's choir. The piece was performed, it was relatively unknown, and it kind of disappeared. And then an a cappella choir took it and toured in Germany, and it immediately became a huge hit. And now we are fortunate enough to get to listen to that piece so frequently, especially around the holidays, thanks to that tour in Germany. The next piece that you'll be listening to is Danny Boy, a folk ballad that originated in County Derry, Ireland, and has come to symbolize the Irish national pride. Today's flugelhorn soloist is Bill Shank, a founding member of the Blue Ridge Symphonic Brass, who also performs with the Pyramid Brass Quintet, the Brevard Fill, and was formerly the principal trumpet with the Charleston Symphony Orchestra. Bill is a proud alumnus of the United States Military Band at West Point. Please join me in welcoming Bill. You're going to see a small set change here for a few seconds. Thank you. already said. It wouldn't be a brass ensemble performance if there wasn't something by Giovanni Gabrieli. Giovanni Gabrieli lived from 1556 to 1612 and composed some of the most representative and influential music of the Renaissance, including choral and instrumental motets for the liturgy, voices, instrumental ensembles, and organ. Gabrieli used the architecture of his musical home, the Basilica in San Marco in Venice, with its main floor flanked by 2 choir lofts on either side. The creative result was the first spatial or antiphonal music for early brass instruments. Hence, while we set up on both sides of the stage, we're attempting to help recreate that original performance setting for you. Tonight's performance of, and hold on tight to this one, Canzon in Echo Duodecimi, toni a 10. There will be a quiz at the end of the performance, so you have to spell that. Was composed as a part of Gabrieli's larger work, the Sacre Symphony of 1597. The piece uses 2 brass choirs with contrasting movements of majesty and introspection alternating within the work, creating a conversation, which in musical terms we call counterpoint, contrasting sonorities between the choirs. We hope you enjoy Gabrieli.